This is gonna be a joke. This is gonna be a fucking joke, dude.
Alright, I'm in. I'm good. Yeah, that Great Axe is honestly better than the Marauder 55 one. The 50, 60 one, sorry.
What's the eye level?
I don't know. I think it's like 550, but the stats on it.
Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure. He's got a good amount of health.
No one has done this yet, correct?
No, I haven't.
No, I have not. I didn't even know it existed.
Damn, I can't aim for shit. Give me a minute, I'll be right back.
Hi, chat.
Big food. Yeah, it's mana regen. I don't have a use for it, so.
Snake.
All right. I'm back. Sorry about that, boys. Do we have to be crawling, or what are we doing? Oh, we're just goofing. I see.
Indeed.
What's this? Oh, it's one of these. Damn, he got fucking destroyed. Let's kill all these mobs. I'm gonna loot this shit and run. Let's run, boys. I feel like these are respawning on us.
That was a boss.
I don't think that was was that an actual boss, or like was that like a fake
Yeah, we got
boss?
a quest thing done.
Yeah, he's one of the quest ones.
That was a real boss. Bro, that boss was rough.
If we're good.
Yeah, we don't need a tank.
There's a corrupted thing here we need to destroy.
We need to fix this bug.
broke it.
I'll just stop you. What's the bug?
Hold
I
on.
can't like roll and dodge.
I'll have to trade
it's
one.
It's just if I die.
Can't duel in here.
Damn, that's a lot of damage on me right there. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm gonna just loot him. That guy's
There's a ton
annoying.
of shit out here, bro. I'm just gonna start pulling shit.
Got it. I'm such a selfish bitch, man. It's actually
Oh, one of
disgusting.
the bosses as well. Mini boss.
It's so shameless. Apparently I go to boss. Let's see some perpy boys. Let's see some perpy boys. Come on, bitch. Give me some fucking loot.
The sword from this looks sick.
Make sure you get the quest item.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, this sword looks absolutely sick.
What does it look like? Is it the one like wrapped in the red thing?
Apparently you drop
It is.
bombs here. This is, stay away. Probably gonna blow up.
That thing's sick as. That thing looks awesome.
I placed the powder kegs. I don't know. Do we need like a satchel charge or what the
I
fuck?
think you have to ignite their fuse.
You might have to ignite them.
Let me see.
Oh, there's nothing. At least that's how it is in the wars. You have to like, place them and then ignite them.
Oh,
It's
maybe we
really
have to kill these mobs first.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Let's just grab them all, right?
Yeah.
Might as well.
There's also stuff here we have to blow up. I think we have to place powder kegs on all the ships. And maybe it all blows up in the end.
They need to get rid of this body blocking shit in groups, man. It's just
place in
fucking
here.
garbage. I'm gonna try and vendor some shit real quick.
I'm gonna wait to put them on this one just in case it happens. I'm gonna vendor shit as well. My inventory's full.
Wait, can we let these two mobs that are here down here real quick and then pick me up?
Yeah.
Let's see what fixes
Works
it.
for me.
I'm just gonna get everything right now. Might as well. I do have to look at if there's any luck items. I want to hold on to these.
The guy with the sword's bugs. Watch this, he can't hit me.
Interesting.
Yeah, luck items are really important.
Maybe you're just
43
So I feel with
strength,
the hatchet
rapid shot. That's
90%
actually
of the
pretty
time
good. I'm gonna keep
on
that.
PvP. I'm gonna pull them off you as soon as they down here.
I need someone to kill me real quick.
Some of this gear looks really cool. I wish it was better.
Try and, oh, I was gonna say try and roll to see if he can hit you then. But can you jump in the water over here and drown yourself?
Probably, yeah.
There's a worker right here. Come
Okay,
over here.
let this one kill me. I only got 2k health left.
Oh, we're trying to let it kill him. I got it.
He's
Yeah, he's
bugged.
bugged. He can't do it.
I'm just gonna give up
fix it.
since it's right there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's 6.
Gotta place powder keg on this. There's also a mob
For
in
whatever reason, the door is not there anymore. Wait, never mind.
It just hasn't rendered.
Wait, oh, it didn't render in. Damn, I thought we had it. I thought we had
up
it
here, boys.
figured out.
Up here.
Oh, what's this?
Someone else wanna do it? Are you dead? Placing rockets here.
Wait, what's going on? Oh, I see. Yeah, let me do it.
I put the powder kegs on each of the ships. Nice aim.
That was
Nice.
so anticlimactic.
That was fucking stupid, bro.
Damn, nice, boys.
Good shot.
Oh, it's a mini version of Bob's Spot.
At least we know it's okay.
She's doing it.
Yeah.
You can block that and it'll push you over the circle and you take it.
Why would they put this thing right next to the respawn point?
So if you die, you can keep killing you.
Look at that damage, boys.
Uh-huh.
Look at that fucking disgusting damage. Absolutely filthy. I like how these areas have a lot of ambience to it. Like there's like just large. Oh, wait, move back.
Okay, that's a big guy.
Yeah,
Holy
chill.
shit.
Okay, let's go ahead and just kill the small lads first. You want me to kite the big guy? I'll kite the big guy. Kill the small lads.
If you want to.
Okay. I'll do it left. Okay, they're following.
Okay, here we go. You like that, huh, Chen?
One of them down.
Oh, I almost missed that one. I ran out of stam. I should have got hit there. My fault. See how I moved out of that? Are you telling me I could solo this guy?
Hey, both dead. I'm gonna help.
You're actually
Like part of the healing.
Uh-oh. This game is so easy. Oh my god. Maybe it's just because I've played a lot of Dark Souls. But like the reads in here are just so like, it's just not even hard. Like even on the first time I fight this boss. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Why are these all 500? That's unlucky.
Yeah, I got a 478 one.
I got some real cock-ass garbage. I'm gonna be honest, guys.
Thought I got that fucking great
Same.
aim. I got a hatchet.
What a bunch of trash. I don't know which direction we're supposed to go. I've never, like, if I don't know if anybody's ever gone as big dick as I have, man. I really don't. Like, I don't know if that's even possible.
Let me go check down here.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move up here, see what happens. Yeah, I don't think it is.
There's something we need to kill down here for the quest.
Okay, just give it a second. Let me just see what's up here, okay?
Yeah, it's already cold, so.
Okay, on my way over. They need to increase the stamina of bosses.
I'm about to destroy my wrist trying to fight that dog.
Bosses' stamina is just broken. It's the same as the normal NPCs. It's because the only thing that they turned up whenever they turned up the health and damage values, they didn't turn anything else up. Damn, we almost lost that one.
Should you get the quest item? I think that's all that was
really
down here.
close.
One more mob over here.
No, there's no reason to fuck with them.
I don't want to go see what's out here. So
Yeah, let's do it.
There's nothing on top.
I was a little slow there. Nothing else over here, unfortunately.
Which bag?
Yep.
Please do a level 25 dungeon at this level. I'm sure it'll be fun. Nah, it's like running dead mines at like level 60. They're like 55 or something. Like, who gives a fuck?
Okay, that looks like a boss arena. On our left is.
Close.
Pretty sure it's not, actually.
Thing on our left. Yeah, might not get to it.
Damn, these things hit for a lot. These spearmen?
Right.
Is that a blue item? No. Jesus, man, like a 1.5 non-crit. A 1.5 non-crit, boys. That's what, dude, that's what winning looks like right there. That is 100% winning. Honestly, it's 200% winning.
Okay, so we need some way to open that.
I think we just kill this guy and it'll open.
Let's see what happens. Ain't shit.
Alright, puzzle time.
On the boat.
There's a chest over here.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Alright.
Opposite. Oh, you're dead as fuck.
No, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I mean, I had to try, right, guys? I mean...
You just saw the little orange marker jump into the water.
Yeah. I already mathed it out before I jumped down. I'm like, what's the chances of dying here?
Yeah.
Did you tried jumping on the boxes first, right?
Yeah.
That's how you tried? Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. There has to be something back before us.
Let me in.
Miss something.
Let me in the house.
I'm gonna go check the other side of the dock we didn't clear.
Alright.
Peel's just trying to get around, man. Do whatever he can.
Considering there's a
There's powder
respawn.
kegs back here.
Okay, that's right.
Got it. My
More
bad, I
stuff
didn't
spawned
realize
back.
it was, Oh shit!
Yeah, get back here.
On my way. On my way.
Hit everything? No. Yeah.
I thought there were gonna be more, to be honest with you. 5 of them
There are
just
more.
popped out of
Why'd you
nowhere.
say something?
They're respawning.
It says defend it. Maybe we have to run over there.
They're attacking the barrel. Yeah, we gotta defend it.
We gotta defend it. One more. No, multiple.
2 more coming to the right.
Just gonna pull it to the group if I can.
Nice.
Alright.
It says find the next ship to destroy, so I assume there might be something that spawns up there.
Yeah, it's like a little blue barrel. I don't know how we missed it.
Yeah.
Docks on this one. Probably gonna have to defend this one too.
Yeah, I bet so.
Alright.
Let's do it.
Is everyone here?
Yeah, let's go.
Musket.
Oh, AoE, AoE.
Did you do a quest for this key?
Did y'all see that?
Yeah, it's a quest from Evansville.
Bro, that shit was disgusting. Where's the guy? Oh, he's right there. That's a damn. He got domed, man.
They're going straight for the thing, so.
I shot him for 4.5k.
With what? Jesus.
Use the great axe execution. It's just disgusting.
Damn. He's at half health, right?
About,
Like 30%.
yeah.
That should be it.
I think you can get it so it goes half health.
That it?
I feel like it'll probably blow up in a minute.
Never mind, it's you can get one so it crits 100% of the time below 30.
Underbugged underneath. Yeah,
Oh, he's underneath.
No
He's
way.
underneath.
Nice.
Nice
Doors
guys.
open. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Chest here. Alrighty. There's something
Damn,
in
that's a
the
lot of stuff.
cave. It is, I think.
There's probably
There's a
another one of
lot
those
of stuff in
tigers.
the
Just get ready for another tiger.
There's 2 more on the right and left.
Those
It's
tigers
gonna spawn
are
here in a second.
super
Where are we?
massive.
YOLO.
This is a
Yeah.
bear.
Isabella.
Get
ready.
Isabella. Shit. Oh,
You
shit.
should
Oh,
have
she's from the
known
cinematic.
better than to come here. Fortunately,
She's kind of hot.
I have
True.
This has to be a
minions
main
to
story
deal with
dungeon.
whatever flotsam washes in. Worship me and despair!
Oh well, mad boss. Who would have guessed?
Okay.
I thought it
Or you
bugged out.
will be destroyed. Target practice. Before
water
my
damage.
ship sets sail to corrupt the world.
Don't be where she's facing.
I will not be denied!
Hit her.
Just sit behind it.
Oh,
shit. River's range. Silver killed us.
Hell hath no fury like me!
More mortars coming in as well. Taking a lot of damage.
Hell hath no fury like
tiger
me!
activated. Tiger.
Mortars.
You don't
Yeah, she's
deserve the honor of dying at
This
my
tiger's gonna
hand.
spawn right here in this cage, I think. It's got a name now.
To keep them hungry for just such an occasion.
Tiger's
So
out.
it's two at a time. Two. Get on Joven. Get on Joven. Actually, just get on whichever one gets low.
Bullet mid-jump.
My weapon's getting broken.
One down. Heal down. Heal down. Back up. Take him away.
I'll get it. I'll get him.
I think the tiger's on you.
Tiger's on you. Pull it away, Oscar.
On my way.
Pull it away. Pull it away. I'll get him. Heals up.
Done.
Try and stay group. So he's down. Go for red. He's up.
It's my death save. I gotta watch out.
Aura's low. Go on Aura. Okay, one's dead. One's dead.
Use this time to recover.
Yeah, before it might come back. Just careful. Make sure you're full health, etc. You good?
You can't hit it with my hatchet, it's just not right.
Okay. Okay, the door's open now.
Wait, that was it?
I think we're gonna have
I'm more
Okay.
disappointed we didn't get to fight the bear in the cage that's barely sitting there alive.
to... Yeah. There's a bag here if no one got this.
There's a chest here too.
I'm mad I didn't get loot for that. That's stupid. Oh wait, maybe we did get loot. I didn't see it. Alright, let's see what this is. What I get out of my what's in the box? What's in the box? Nothing. Bunch of horse shit. The last boss fight makes your game freeze for 15 seconds, by the way. And hopefully that doesn't happen to me. boss? Yeah, it is a boss.
This guy's chunky.
I got two in here. I hate how these guys move, man. Got him.
Big boy.
Alright, let's go.
Also armored.
Fuck, this guy's gonna take forever to kill. Oh, never mind. No, he's dying fast. Damn. Got him, dude.
Easy.
Man, we beat the fuck out of him.
Alright.
Just pull him.
You want the big guy?
It's like we just AoE everything down. It's not even a big deal. Summoner doesn't summon anything. He summons me to being annoyed. Like, he does that real well. I hate those summoner mobs, the way they run at you, run away from you like that. It's fucking annoying. I feel like they don't telegraph very well. Oh, okay, this is it.
Oh, a chest over here. And Chris is Zao at the palace.
I'm assuming it's probably going to be a copy paste from the mob that we fought earlier. I'm opening.
Probably.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't even know. We had to go pull more mobs or something.
Oh, we've already been here. Maybe we open this one now? Yeah.
100%, yeah.
All like that? You turn around and go to the same place? Oh, is there no trash at all? That's cool. There she is. Alright, you ready? Let's do this.
Okay.
Everybody's got all this shit?
Good
Yeah.
luck,
Yeah.
boys.
Make sure you eat some food just to get some passive regen.
Yeah, my bad. I should have done that.
Oh, I forgot until just now.
Let's go.
so-
Just get the
That dragon? Dragon?
I was able to avoid that one.
Oh, dang.
Still fucking perishing with the
I
conflict.
didn't even know it was possible.
Okay,
Okay, there was invasion going on.
Good luck, flip it all up in AoE, please. Go a lot faster.
Most of them are ranged. They don't
We have some pedestals up there, pedestals with dragons. Probably spawning mobs. Kill the pedestals and go down. Nice. AoE middle. Toss back. Pedestal.
right next to each other.
stay in the center of that if that happens again. Heals down to the wrist.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
You have aggro, I think.
These pedestals.
Dragons, you got. Get that pedestal back.
It's got a lot of health. Let me take one real quick.
That dragon thing happens, just stay in the center of it if you need.
Oh, I thought I was inside of that. It's my fault. Should have done that better. Focus her. Kill her. Just kill her. Just kill her.
Just moving. Silver, you have aggro. There's 4 pedestals up. Good shit, boys.
Oh, we go. Fucking garbage.
That shit.
I got a cool title. Kinda cool title, I should say. I'm the
is it?
Dungeon Dragon.
I just got a shitty helmet.
You guys want to do the 65 dungeon with the legendaries?
I would love to do that
I'm
tomorrow.
100% down to do the dungeon.
Like, I want to do that tomorrow, 100%.
That's
Yeah,
when I'm
man.
done.
Everyone should try and farm one of those keys tomorrow if you can beforehand.
How do we farm them?
There's a quest you gotta go do to do it.
For the level 61?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll mark on the map.
Is it just
If
an
we could all get a
skill, or is
key.
it-
I would love to run that until at least someone gets a legendary.
Yeah, I mean, if we can just get keys, we can just chain the dungeon runs and just get everybody their legendaries and shit. That would be really badass.
Oh,
Level
shit.
60, right? It's not gonna be level 55.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
I
60,
think it's 65.
It'll be tough.
Is
then,
that the
that's
one with the
awesome.
snake boss at the end?
Hell yeah.
It does have a sneak boss, but there's a boss after it too.
Oh, for real?
Wait,
Okay.
never mind. That's a different one. That's
The
request.
bosses in this dungeon were honestly kind of trash. Like, the 45 dungeon boss was a lot harder, honestly.
I think this one would be a lot harder because we couldn't just melt her through the dragon. Those pillars were spawning the dragon AoE, which I feel like unless you killed them, it would just shit on you at level 55.
Yeah.
I thought this one was going to be a lot harder at 55, but this not.
Yeah, Captain
Just to see how
Thorn
hard
is
the 65 one will be. High level.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pour it out.
I hope it's a main story quest, so you're like forced to do it at the right level.
I think that dungeon was decent. I'll make sure to turn in the quest.
Wow.
502.
Key 2, so we can try both dungeons tomorrow.
Have you guys done the 60 dungeon key yet?
No,
Key quest?
I haven't done any
Fun
of
to do
these.
No,
that
I
tomorrow
haven't.
if you want to.
I'm gonna go back to town, try to turn my shit in, then probably go to bed. It's getting late for me.
Yeah.
GG, boys.
Yeah, G fucking G's, boys. Like, we
GGs
popped off
Jeez.
that one really well.
So
Like,
first
I'll be,
movie-
yeah, I'll be down to do the 65 shit tomorrow, 100%, and then also
I
on
think-
Friday too.
I think I'm gonna try and get a shield with a shield and sword with the taunt gems in it, so if we do need it, then I can taunt for it.
I really feel like
Yeah,
we should have it for the 65 dungeon. It's like,
Yeah.
it just seems like it's common sense.
Yeah, I'll probably respec into Constitution entirely.
Peel, we might take you tomorrow, so hit 60, please. Thank you.
Sure. Should
Yeah,
be close
just-
after that. You
just
just
do
got
it.
12k XP, right?
Yeah, I literally have like 5 or 10k.
Oh, do y'all want to come kill this guy over here?
Oh,
He's
shit.
another elite.
I'm done.
Yeah. Also, we should grab the waypoint too.
I'm gonna just let me pull
fast
big guy.
travel
Let me pull big guy.
Silver. Edge is asking us to sign up for the wars tomorrow.
Yeah, sign up for the one at Everfall. That's where apparently all the main underworld guys are gonna be at. That's gonna be the big one. I really want to take their main base from them.
Yeah. We destroyed the yellow ones today. Okay, yeah, about this.
I think if we just get a ton of great axes, it'll be... It's just too early.
Yeah, Edge said we're taking the iron.
Perfect. Did you guys know you can animation cancel the berserk animation?
Yeah.
No.
You just block when you cast it. It works super. You can just go right back. Really nice.
I mean, I don't know. Does it still work with throwing axes?
I have no idea.
Why is this thing so fucking beefy?
And I just can't wait for the 65 boss tomorrow. We're gonna be on one for like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Maybe so much fun.
I got
Bro, this gear sucks.
500 gears per
There's
round.
like this shit's completely irrelevant. Like,
I'll be really disappointed if that dungeon tomorrow doesn't drop above 500 gear score.
Yeah, man.
yeah, this gear sucks. I just like right now. I just don't think that. Kill this one that has like the just fucking gets a little
I
health.
just linked that to Edge. He's saying it's nuts.
You know, if I had one word to describe the combat in New World, you know what it would be? Loud.
What'd you say, Aspen?
Oh, I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking loud.
If you guys want to go for the waypoint, it's on the purple mark.
There's a chest here, by the way. I just got 2 tier 5s out of it. There's also chests hidden in the corruption.
Is this
More
the?
chests hidden in the corruption.
This has got to be the actual dungeon, right? This got to be that. That's what
Oh
it must
my.
be.
Hey, Peel, what's your life stat? Is it worse than that?
Mine's pretty trash. It's level 44.
That has a plus 25% healing bonus. Holy shit.
Yeah, that one looks fucking insane.
Want it?
Anyone want a 505 musket?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Loud in the wrong way
Loud
too.
and
Yeah, loud.
The faction weapons are super expensive.
There you go.
Ah, damn. I gotta go turn in all my quests.
Yeah, that's 140 more damage than the one I had.
Link it again.
Let's just do this.
That's
The beach
one
looks
you
so good.
said?
Yeah, beach looks great.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of things that are great.
I hope they put a two-handed sword like a great sword in the game. That'd be so sick.
Yeah,
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that is really, really
Let me
cool.
just go back over to here. Just gonna fast travel over there. It's only 65.
Yeah, good shit. Is there a
So,
teleport point here, Silver? You said?
Yeah, it's a little far away. That's on purple mark.
I'm not gonna get that. I can't be bothered.
wait, what the fuck? Why did it not work? I feel like there will be more that come at full release to alleviate a lot of the repetitive shit. I feel like it's just such a mistake. It's such a mistake that they would release it knowing that like there are parts of the game that are dysfunctional. I think it's just dumb to do that. Because if you do that, then that's what people's impression is going to be, right? Because that's what they think. So yeah, I feel like that's kind of a really, really weird idea.
I salute you, Commander.
Shut up. I'll do these eventually. Might as well actually just pick these up.
I salute you, Commander.
There we go. Alright, what's this?
Ah, I have heard the
What'd I
news.
get?
At last her dark
Oh,
reign
these here.
has
Life
ended.
Giver gloves. Reinforced durability increase. Who would ever use this? Like, how would they make this a quest reward, man? Like, there's more relevant quest rewards in vanilla WoW than this. Like, what the fuck is this? What is this item, man? Like, what is this? What's this supposed to be? What's it supposed to be? Like, what is it? What would it be supposed to be? You know what I mean? What would it be supposed to be? The stats are RNG. I feel like they're not. I mean, like, maybe they are, but I feel like the item had stats, like, beforehand. Because it's a unique model, like, image on the model. What's this? A 490 great axe?
Am I gonna need a taunt gem in my shield, or
Well,
is it
it's
just
BOE.
the sword that needs the taunt?
It's actually really, really
It's
good
just the
then.
sword.
Holy shit, that's insanely good.
I don't believe you can get a shield with a.
I bet I
gem
could sell
sword.
that.
Oh, okay. That makes it a lot easier.
I got this one. This one's nice. The problem is like what happens. So I'll talk a little bit about the game. Right. Let me just go out here before I go to bed. Is that to see you running hatchet musket? It's just the best combo.
What's the gem code again?
Does the most
And are you able
damage.
to make it?
It just does the most damage. That's all there is to it. Why do you say there's no armor variety? I've seen a lot. I feel like there's really not.
Can you make a good one?
I can make.
Yo,
you
thanks to the
agree,
group,
Shannon.
guys. I'll see y'all later.
In
So,
above.
man, good night.
Alright.
So, you actually love Great Axe Hatchet combo? Why would I use 2 melee weapons? Testing out, it looks like drops are tied to your overall gear score. Your bags and tools affect your gear score too. Maybe, like, I don't know. You can pop off because it's 2 melee. My dex or strength. I'm strength. I put a little bit of points in dex too. Think there's no armor variety. Go to auction house, see how many models in the game there is. So here's like what the problem is, right? Like, let me explain. Is that so this armor right here that the factions give you is just so good that it pretty much invalidates anything else that you get in the game, because you can clear the whole game with this armor. So let me show you.
I salute you, Commander. I salute you, Commander.
So like this right here, a 280 gear score with a gem in it and double stats at level 15 is like just phenomenal. Same as like this one right here, level 15, like a hatchet. It's a 280 at level 15 is fucking insane. Especially again with the gem, right? And like this is just at level 1. And then you go back over to here and you look at this, it's the same thing. And many of these pieces of gear are just far and away better than a lot of the other alternatives that you can get in game. And because they're pretty cheap, right? And even like, let's say here's the commander gear. The commander gear, every single piece of gear, you need to spend your entire amount of points. Like you need to spend all your points just to buy one piece of gear. And this armor right here is 550. So if you're already hitting 550 with like the best in slot stats and everything, basically best in slot stats, like I mean not BIS, but like pretty close to it, at least in terms of 3 stats and all, I guess, relevant stats. That's a better way to look at it. Basically what ends up happening, the reward system sucks too. Wait, are you trying to like quote me in a weird way or whatever? What is this? I'm just confused. What is this? So here's basically where I'm at. Slightly better gear with expeditions? Yeah, no doubt you can pull slightly better gear with expeditions. But why would you even try? Expeditions are not time efficient, really, except for doing it the first time, and it's only like 1 expedition because it's part of the main story quest. Other than that, there's no real reason to do the other expeditions because they don't really have quests in them that really reward you with anything. There's actually good gear, and the main thing that you get out of expeditions is you get really good like secondary gear, like earrings and like rings and necklaces and shit, right? Like that's where you really get the good stuff. Time efficient? Nah, people care about that. Like the thing is that people don't want to waste their time doing something that they know is a waste of time. Like it's not really that hard to understand, is it? So weapons out that are pretty strong for the level. Yeah, they are. And it's a weird middle ground that you have to reach, right? Because like this gear was actually even better on the first preview. But the reality is like whenever you have 90%, or not 90%, probably realistically like 60-70% of players running around with this armor, everybody looks the exact same. Well, I agree. I feel like you're trying to speak for the entire player base. How could I speak for the entire player base? How could I do that? I'm just giving my opinion. Like this is like, I think there are some objective realities, right? Like this gear here is some of the best gear. Like buying the Marauder gear and the faction gear is generally the best option and the smartest and most efficient option for leveling gear. Like it's the cleanest. It already has gems in it. You don't have to worry about gems. You don't have to worry about anything. You just buy it and that's it. You see what I'm saying? Like there's no complication here. And the efficiency of that I think is appealing. Switch the stat of expedition gear and faction gear. It won't matter. Like the problem is that I don't even know how to solve this problem, honestly. I really don't. Like the way you solve it is you literally just take all this gear out of the game, except for the level 70 gear or level 60 gear. And then you take the level 60 gear and you make it like 525 instead of 550. And even then, I just feel like it's not even. It's like maybe we could make it like 510 item level or something. Add upgrade items with upgrades in dungeons. Put as recipes in crafting. That's a good point too. Make you buy gear with random rolls. Nah, I don't think that's fun. I don't know about you guys, but like I don't want to have to buy something with a random roll. It just seems like it sucks. It's like, okay, great, now I have to waste my time. I'm so happy. So that's kind of like, and like also what's kind of weird is they have this 525 gear, and then they also have like the what do you call it? The 550. Like, it just doesn't really make sense to have both of these. Like, who would want to buy this right here whenever you could just wait a little bit longer and buy this? The only reason I have a blue piece of gear is because the plate ones are the only ones that are epic. Doesn't make any sense. Whatever reaches a certain amount, set a gladiator, you can pick 2 items. Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe you can only use 2 at a time. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I like that idea. Cost more gold too. Yeah, well, it's only 300 more gold. I mean, I already showed how easy it is to make money in this game. I don't know what they need to do, but like what I'm saying is, like, whenever the game comes out, everybody's just gonna go and buy this gear, and that's it. And almost like 90% of the gear progression in the game is gonna just get ignored because you just have this gear. That's what I'm kind of saying. Everyone's gonna look the same. Well, that's why everybody looks the same, is because they're all using the same gear. You see what I'm saying? They're just gonna reduce the stats on faction gear. People still buy it. Like, the thing is, like, the game is very easy, and because the game is easy at leveling, and the solution to every problem, the solution to every problem in the game basically is to just bring more people. That's basically it. Just a second. Shouldn't be this high, to be honest. If it was lower, I'd understand it, but if making money in the game is this easy, make most of the mechanics for obtaining in-game gear obsolete. I'm gonna have to think about more of this. Increase potency of crafted gear. So crafted gear, let's look at crafted gear. Where is it? Over here. I like the faction gear. You can like it, but you can't. I don't think you can really deny the fact that the faction gear is just miles away better than many of the other things that you can get while you're leveling at a fraction of the investment time. Wrong one. So I have this one here. So I made this. This one's pretty good right here, right? Platinum ingot, azurite chunk. See, like, you look at all these items you have to get for this. It's just a lot of time you have to spend invested in trying to, like, make this. Whereas, like, are these the ones that I've learned? Yeah, alright, let me just minimize learned, unlearned. So this is 375, 300. So, like, you don't really get into the good items until even this stuff sucks. This stuff's all still bad. See, now we get into the real items, right? The Opus Blade and, like, the Asmodeum. Like, this is like in-game armor, right? And so basically the way crafting works is that the bar indicates gear score range, craft within, base is governed by your skill level. So yeah, you can do different things to increase, like, you see, like, this little thing where it says 550 to 550. You want to be able to increase this closer to 600 because that makes it to the probability of getting a good item is going to happen. And you can put other items in here as bonuses to change the perks as well. So this one right here, for example, like, I don't know exactly how to craft these things. I have no idea. But they're just, like, incredibly valuable. Random gear score, what the fuck? It's not really, it's random, but it's not. Like, it's kind of confusing. See, this one right here, I believe, is just bugged, right? Because this is 1,000 to 1,200. Like, nothing else is even remotely close to that. It's probably just doubled for some reason. So, if you look at these items, and you see the amount of investment that it takes to get them, you look at, like, all of these other items, these things you need to get. It's just, this is a very, very large amount of time that you have to invest in order to getting these things. And the reality is that if you can just run an expedition and get these items more easily, or something equivalent to this more easily, these items become such side grades that you're just really trying to perfect an item like this to get the right perks. So you have, like, so many different levels of crafting work that you have to do, right? With, like, getting all of this stuff. And legendary resources, yeah, exactly. Regular player won't be an endgame like you. There's enough to do for the casual player. So here's what a casual player is going to do. They're going to buy their faction gear, and then they're never going to have another upgrade. I don't think that's good for a casual player at all. I think that's bad, actually. That's a good point, to be honest with you. Not true? Why is that not true? Well, yeah, why is it not true? Explain to me why it's not true. Casual players are not going to get enough faction points to get a full set before level 40. Casuals first won't PvP. It's just not true. You're ignoring. Casual players are not these, like, retards that just don't understand anything. Casual players are people with limited time. A person with limited time. Here, let me explain something to you. Let's go over to Windsward. Legendary hatcher recipe for 6-time portal. Is there gear out there? Oh, for sure. So, let's go ahead and just look. I'm gonna just put on PvP real quick and show you guys this.
My blade, my life.
So let's do
Choose
some
your
math.
next contribution to our cause.
So this gives you 461. So you have 3 of these, right? So 461 plus 367 plus 461. So we're talking about, like, I don't know, like 1,100, 1,200 tokens. Let's say 1,100. If you do one set of these quests, you can buy 2 pieces of gear. Or you can buy 1 weapon. And it literally takes you running from here over to here. And then running back. If you die, quest reset. There's no incentive to kill people that move together, and this is what's going to happen. See, you're ignoring player behavior. What is player behavior going to dictate? Player behavior is going to dictate large groups of people will get together about right here, and they will collectively go and do these quests together over and over and over. And by their numbers, they will protect themselves and create a situation where no PvP will happen. And the reason why no PvP will happen is because there is an incentive to do the quest, but there is not an incentive to prevent people from doing the quest. Which means that nobody is going to go out of their way to go and kill people that are trying to do the quest. Number 1, because they'll be outnumbered. Number 2, because they're not incentivized to do so. Do you understand? So that's how the system is going to change how people play. I've been in Zerg groups a lot. Yeah, of course. Isn't the incentive to keep the territory from flipping? No, a casual player doesn't care about that. It doesn't really matter to them. That's something that people with egos and companies and guilds care about. For a reference and skewed, keeps criticism in the game for non-casuals, I would agree. But you play 10 times the amount of casual players, you cannot possibly speak to the problems casuals have. So, do you disagree with me that this 10-minute time investment is something that casuals won't do? So I please explain to me how casuals will not take a 10-minute time investment to gain 2 best in slot items. Like, is this really a hill that we're gonna die on here? I mean, stop. Like, it's not BIS. It doesn't need to be. It's good enough to where it just gets you through the game. Having BIS gear doesn't change the outcome of the game. If you die, it's not 10 minutes. Why would you die? You just walk along the road and you literally cut down trees. Disagree, but at 10 minutes the casual spends is also 10% of their play session. For you, it's nowhere near 10%. Well, imagine if you're a casual player and you struggle to get your BIS, but in literally 10% of your play session, you can get 2 pieces. Explain that to me. Gear is arbitrary. It's there as a placeholder. It means nothing. It's a means to an end so people can start PvPing. No, you've made like 3 assumptions in your statement. The gear is not arbitrary. It's not a placeholder. And it's not a means to an end to do PvP. That's not the way a lot of people look at the game. That's just the way that you look at the game. Why would a better PvP mission protect a flag and slowly earn faction credits? I don't know. Feel so salty about opinions in this game. I mean, it's best in slot whatever light I'm at. I'm a casual, also isn't level 60 in a week and a half of the game. They have a new best in slot once a month. Well, if they have a new best in slot once a month, wouldn't that just increase the value of being able to get the faction gear because it would last longer? Like, I don't think that's the argument you think it is. There's some people that just simply don't understand the game. Like, they just, you don't understand the game at all. And because you don't understand the game, you're arguing with me about something that literally happened on beta. Strength by 40, holy shit. That's crazy. Does you think this is a classic MMORPG, supposed to be more of a survival MMO? You want changes that would benefit an actual MMORPG? I mean, they very obviously changed a lot of the survival elements to make it more in line with a traditional MMO. I feel like if you disagree with that, you just haven't been paying attention to the past 2 years. It's very obvious that Amazon shifted focus away from survival PvP into having a more general scale MMO. And they even stated that whenever they moved and did the expeditions. Like, it's just not true. Level and all on different server off stream. Make your name unrecognizable. See if your take is the same. Why do you think my take would be different if I was playing on a server that nobody knew who I was? What do you think, I would like buy gear on the auction house, or what do you think is going to happen? Because you have it easier? Well, if I have it easier, wouldn't I want to go for the easier gear even more then? What do you think that you're saying? Like, less people helping you, but that's not the point. I'm not talking about people helping me. I'm talking about the gear itself. What's your take on the devs adding raids? They need to get rid of body blocking in expeditions. You have less playtime, you have even more incentive to be efficient with faction gear. Yeah, exactly. Show them your trade skills. I think you have 5 hours in this game. Yeah, here's my trade skills. People that passionate about brain to possess logic or reasoning. There's a lot of people that are New World fans that really just don't understand anything about the game. And they're just not very smart. Well, there's a bunch of people that don't know what they're saying, trying to get feedback. Yeah, there's a lot of super hostile over a game that's not even retailed yet. Yeah, I know. They think they want the game to be more PvP focused, so they want you to reach BIS faster. Why would you need to reach BIS faster if it was PvP focused? If you really want a good PvP experience and the goal is to reach BIS faster, wouldn't it just be smarter to just item level cap everybody at the same rate at PvP at max level? Wouldn't that just be smarter and cleaner if that was the goal? Which is literally what they do. I mean, it's just, there's no... It's just like no like logic or thinking about it at all. Vitriol towards you think it's purely negative bias. I don't care about that. I've just been talking about the game. I don't want to talk about people's opinions about me. It's just, people are dumb, like, it doesn't matter. Don't disagree. Very easy progression wise. For a reference, someone who put in 2 hours a week game. Did they consider time to reach the goal, which is half your argument, right? No, you're just completely misunderstanding what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how I can explain it any better. Like, there's a part of me that feels like I'm wrong here, because like I'm not I'm doing something wrong because I'm not explaining things properly. But like, I mean, I've like, am I crazy? Like, am I taking crazy pills here? Like, you guys see what I'm saying, right? I haven't played the game at all, I get what you're saying. Yeah. I'm trying to be basic or anything, I just wish chat wasn't calling me dumb over a simple conversation. So what I'm saying is that the time invested for me doesn't matter. Because for any player, the goal of any player that plays a game is to optimize their time. In a general sense. And if you give a player 2 options, and you say option 1 will take you 1 hour, and you're going to get the best gear in the game. And option 2 is going to take you 10 hours and you're not going to get the best gear in the game. It doesn't matter if you've got 5 kids, 3 jobs, and 16 wives. You're still going to go with option 1, even though you don't have enough time to play the game. And I would argue that at that point, option 1 would become even more appealing. The idea that people are going to take the path of least resistance. And the reality is that the faction gear is so much less resistance for gear progression versus other avenues of gear progression, it completely eclipses them and makes them irrelevant in the leveling process. That's my argument. Anybody with a brain can farm out the faction gear. If you have enough time to get to level 40, you have enough time to farm out the faction gear before you're level 40. Because that's what people do. So this is actual player behavior. Player behavior is you farm out the faction gear before you hit the level, and then whenever you hit the level, you have all the gear. You see what I'm saying? Everyone will 100% faction gear. That's because you hit 60 easy as fuck, no shit. And even after that, casual players will eventually upgrade. What are they going to upgrade for? Players want that. It's hard to make the game fit for someone 5 guys 3 jobs so I can play 8 hours a day. Amazon wants to appeal to the masses. Well, I don't think that we really want to discern about what Amazon wants to do, right? Like, I don't know what they want to do. Also, if their goal is to appeal to the masses, I think it's actually a very boring experience to not have any gear upgrades except for once every 15 levels. I think that's a very unintuitive and unenjoyable experience. I think many people play, you have to understand, like, people play MMOs to have gear progression. Like, a lot of people do. Not every single person, right? But a lot of people do. That's like one of the core tenets. It's like you're playing an ARPG for gear progression, etc. So if you have that, and you have a system like this where there is no gear progression, it's like almost like heirlooms in WoW. It's antithetical to the reason why people are playing the game. Where to fix crafting gear for max level progression and nerf faction gear? I think what they should do is they should make crafting gear at lower levels easier to make. And they should make it have a higher ceiling than the faction gear. And that way there is that advantage that that way you don't have to nerf faction gear, but you just make crafted gear better. That's probably what they should do. I'd have to really think about it though, if that's the right option. You realize how hard it is level crafting to make the best items. Nah, because like anybody who's trying to make the best items, here's how it's gonna work, Kane. It's gonna work the same as like in WoW, where you're gonna have certain people that are like weaponsmiths, and you'll have companies of players where one person will just get all the stuff funneled to them to level up all of their stuff. That's just what's gonna happen. And they'll get all the stuff funneled to them. They'll power level it with like 30 people, and they'll be max level in 2 weeks. And then after that, they'll be able to just charge people a tip to craft the stuff with their materials, or just sell the things on the auction house en masse, because they're some of the only people that are able to do it. It's the same way that the Lionheart helm worked in classic WoW. Is as soon as like me and a few other guys got the pattern, we just sold it for like a set price, and then everybody in the server had it. You see what I'm saying? So I think there's a lot of people who don't really understand player behavior, and they don't understand what people are going to do. I think that's probably the biggest weakness that a lot of players have in terms of getting feedback, because they can't predict emergent player behavior that will come from the decisions that the game makes. And I think also another problem is that developers sometimes don't understand it either. That's literally why I was down like that. 10 minutes. Somebody is mad that I'm Maddox misinforming here. This is just somebody who's mad. Bethel, if you're mad that I'm talking or whatever, I'm gonna ban you. I think that hate watching streamers is a mental disorder. It's like it's a mental disorder. I don't want people like that in my chat. I don't want to waste my time reading your messages. You're doing them a favor? Yeah, it is. How impactful do you think Twitch integration will be for smaller streamers? I don't know. It's not bad. Make it so fishing gives a rested buff that increases crafting experience rate. Why? It's so you just pigeonhole people into having to fish to do crafting? That doesn't really seem fun at all. Like, I don't think that's cool at all. Like, that's just, it's dumb. Alpha versus beta combat in New World official forums, it's really good. Yeah, I might look at that in a bit. I'll be on for 5 more minutes or so, then I gotta go. Is 15 less until 25? I agree, it shouldn't be the case. Yeah, it used to be even worse than this top flat. In the preview. In the preview, there was no 60 gear, and the gear capped out at 50. And so there was literally no reason for a player to hit level 60. Like, I stopped at level 58, and I think I hit 59, and I felt no impulse to hit level 60. I could have easily done it, too. Like, I was 59 2 days or something like that before the beta ended, and I just didn't even care about getting the last 3 points. Darrowshire Classic WoW private server? Anybody who's still trying to play Classic WoW private servers is fucking delusional. The game's dead. It's been theory crafted into oblivion. Like, it's just, there's nothing exciting about it. Wow, look at this. They're clearing Molten Core again. I'd be excited to see a private server that really actually changed the game. Not like Ascension, wow, that's just some bullshit, but like actual real changes to the game. Is the emergent behavior like the ones you described in crafted companies really that bad, though? I didn't say it was bad, I said it was going to happen. I don't know if you'll find it interesting in the game. It's like 20 years old of recycled content. Oh, and Classic, yeah. There is one. Watch Hamster Wheel episode. I just don't care about private servers. The reason why I don't care about private servers is, like, I think that 99% of private servers, probably 100%, they take donations and stuff like that under the table for things, because it just makes sense that they would do that. These are people that are willingly, like, the reality is, like, by the definition of them providing a private server at this time for Classic WoW, these people are by definition, like, not ethical people. Because they're providing a paid service for free that directly competes with somebody's paid service. So they're taking money away from Blizzard intentionally. So it's like kind of by the definition of having and running a private server, there has to be a certain degree of unethical behavior. Then on top of that, to assume that these people have a lot of time to themselves, like they have like normal jobs, etc. Maybe so, but many of these people probably don't have a lot of time to invest a lot of money of their own. And, you know, they need money. So you take somebody who is not ethical by definition of their initial behavior, and you put them in a situation where they can make money through being not ethical. I think that it's very obvious what's going to happen. Stealing from a corporation is not stealing, as they steal money from us. Yeah, stealing is stealing. That's all there is to it. If you're stealing something from another person, you're stealing it. It's not complicated. Anything other than that is just copium. If you're gonna steal something, steal it, but don't go and steal it and pretend like you had the right way of doing it. It's the most cringe shit ever. Not whenever you're stealing Olympic footage and streaming it. I don't consider that stealing. The reason why I don't consider it stealing is because scarcity does not exist with intellectual property. I know this might be a topic that you don't understand, but the conversation around stealing intellectual property exists like on a different level than stealing like an apple or food. Like just don't even try. Why was intellectual property? Oh, so you're saying a game is? I think the difference really is whenever you're providing an incentive that competes with the paid product. So like for example, if like XQC watching a clip of the Olympics is not really competing with people watching the Olympics, because it already pretty much happened, right? Like there are very few people that are watching XQC watch the Olympics, watch clips of the Olympics instead of watching the Olympics themselves. So in my mind, unless you can reasonably prove that the person who is watching the content or consuming the content or providing the content is actively harming the original people who are making the content's profit or their reputation, then I don't think you should be able to DMCA them. No, I've made that clear before. Does that make sense? Can I restream your stream and add commentary then? A lot of people upload my videos. Absolutely. Like, this happened for years. And also, if you want to talk about restreaming specifically, Quinn and all of the other people, I gave everybody permission to restream Allcraft. So I feel like, again, this is not the argument you think it is. What are your thoughts on music DMCAs? I've talked about that a million times. Rules are the rules. No, the rules are not the rules. The rules are made up by a bunch of people. And people can make mistakes and people can do things wrong. People are not infallible and neither are the rules. You flip-flop so much? Oh, because stealing... So you think stealing is the same thing? Well, yeah, basically like every rule. I know this might be hard for you to understand, right? But I can just explain it for you if you want. Basically, the way I look at things is that just because a rule or something is against the law doesn't necessarily mean that it's wrong or not. Legality does not dictate morality. So there are things that I think should be against the law and are not against the law. Like, for example, like doxing people. That should be against the law. But on the other end, I think that there are things that should not be against the law that are. Such as, like, smoking weed. And DMCA. You'd be astounded how morally fucked the justice system actually is. Oh, I know that. You submitted what your opinions on what's lawful or not. These are your opinions, but now you're telling people they don't understand what's just a logical fallacy. Now you're stealing Olympic footage and streaming it. No, I already explained to you that I think that it's not the same thing. If you think stealing if you think stealing intellectual property like that, I don't know, like, I mean, I already explained it. If you can't understand what I'm saying, you're just stupid. I'm not gonna repeat myself again. It's just a waste of my time. will disagree. Well, they disagree under pretense it's a misunderstanding, which makes them stupid. That's right. If somebody is disagreeing with me for something that they're disagreeing with me in under the context of something that I didn't say or something that they misunderstand that's been explained to them multiple times, then yeah, they're just dumb. It's not... Yeah. You misunderstand because I misunderstood you? Well, that's not my problem. Not all disagreements are valid? No, of course not. You say that about almost everything that's your opinion. People who disagree are wrong. Why would I have an opinion that I think is wrong? No disagreeing with you for attention. I usually can just look at their logs. It's not that big of a problem. So the possibility your opinion might be wrong. You just shut down other arguments, call them idiots. Well, yeah, whenever they're made by idiots, and the reason, like, you can tell, like, the way that somebody structures an argument is it's very clear to tell whenever somebody is a moron or not. And I've read Twitch chat for a long time. It's very easy to tell whenever somebody is intentionally trying to misunderstand you and get mad about it versus whenever somebody has a genuine disagreement with what you're saying. It's very obvious. Yeah, it's like if I think people are being disingenuous, I'm not going to. Kind of like indulge that, you know what I mean? One hand you can argue reacting things for an extension of original content, not watched anyway. Other hand you can redirect some part of the viewership to your own. No idea what's the outcome, but it's not as simple as people make it out to be. Well, as somebody who's benefited and spent years dealing with the residual effects of like watching content and how that kind of channels viewership, I'd say that my opinions are pretty well informed. And the fact that streaming the Olympics clips of the Olympics drive traffic away from the official Olympics channel, taking money, for example, ad revenue, clicks bring in money to websites that have them. No, I don't really think it's that cut and dried, because there's also going to be people that are encouraged to watch it because they see somebody else watching it. And that's the same with anything. And before somebody makes the argument that because the Olympics is very popular, it doesn't need to be advertised at all. Geico spends over $1 billion a year, so their name can be synonymous with car insurance. There are people that discover Metallica every day. So it's an example, they don't want everyone streaming it, even though they could use it to their benefit if they cared. I think that they've been draconic with allowing a lot of other people to create content about the Olympics too. It's nothing specific. Disappointed with Zack because he's trashing New World on his main channel as if it was dog shit, but enjoying it silently on second. I hate it whenever he plays Final Fantasy on main, just to please people, even though he'd prefer playing this. I've lost Aswin. Like, every day you come in and talk about how much you don't watch me and how much you don't like Final Fantasy. You know why I was trashing New World on my main stream? Because the game has a lot of garbage mechanics. And it's unbecoming of a trillion-dollar company to release trash like this. The game is good on its own, but it doesn't mean that it can't be better, and it should be better. Watching a streamer rather than the Olympics, those clicks around the Olympics are getting anyways. It's pretty cut and dried. You do it if you look up comes to the Olympics, if you're interested in something I saw on stream. Watching a streamer rather than the Olympics. It's not that cut and dried at all. The reason why it's not, and I'll explain it to you, is that people are not necessarily watching like XQC instead of the Olympics. And if XQC was online, they would not just immediately go and watch the Olympics. It's not a 1-to-1 ratio like that. I'm sure there might be a couple of people in his chat like that, but to act like that's a 1-to-1 ratio is just completely disingenuous. And really, it's not really about having people look at clips. It's about having people introduced to the idea of the Olympics and then get people to watch it in the future. It's not necessarily like getting one person to do one thing. It's just a, it's an ongoing thing. I'm out, peace, yeah. I really don't like people like this. I hope you know this, Van Rath. Because you think you know how I feel and how I think, and you have no idea. Like, New World is amazing. No idea what y'all are talking about. I'm having the time of my life. He apologized. Hate watching anyone enjoy Asma for months. Frustrated Final Fantasy. I'm a good boy from now on, I guess. I mean, of course it's annoying, right? Like, why would somebody want someone to come into their chat every single day and announce that they're not watching the stream because they don't like the game that's being played? Like, why would anybody want that? Like, in pretty much any other variety streamer's chat, you just get immediately permabanned. Like, just think about this for like 3 seconds. I just don't understand it. Like, this is just like, it's way too much, man. Like, it's just way too much. Don't know positivity shows. Yeah, he's positive sometimes. He is. Do you have concerns about the game? Even I admit it was fairly good. I'll give New World an 8. I think New World's an 8, maybe an 8.5. What's WoW currently? Probably like a, probably same, 8 or so. For an improvement, I need to provide an explanation of why you think IP shouldn't be pirated and why some should. Well, I already explained it to you. So I'll explain basically again one more time, just for people that don't understand. I don't like the current trend of companies that use intellectual property and they continuously remove ownership that people have of the things that they purchase, and they replace it with licenses and temporary, you know, fees and temporary ownership. I find that to be unhealthy for consumers, and I don't think that helps anybody. And I think it's just more companies trying to control the means of production that individual people have and autonomy they have over using their products, so they can continuously charge them and monetize them and control them. And I don't like that on a fundamental level. Also, I don't like the idea that because you create something, you then are subject to all of the money that this thing that you created makes. So for example, if you make a hammer and you sell a hammer, I think that the person that makes something with the hammer doesn't owe you anything. And I think that to a certain extent, intellectual property functions the same way. And the delineation that I have with that, and where I draw the line, where I think use, like fair use of intellectual property is different than copyright infringement, is whenever the usage of the copyrighted material causes the people that make the copyrighted material to lose money, or if it causes them to have their brand damaged in like a very large way. You see what I'm saying? So, for example, I think that if you are not actively harming or taking away from the profit that people have, that they're making from the item on its own, the intellectual property on its own, that they don't have a right to take your money away. How would you measure that? In court, obviously, because it would be a legal case. You could measure it in a lot of different ways. In similarities of user behavior, the ways that people behave in terms of how they buy things, plenty of different ways. DRM protection also throttles game performance. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I don't like about it. So that's effectively that's my opinion on it. Like, obviously I understand, but your opinion supersedes contacts. It's still legally stealing. Oh yeah, I don't care about the law. The law doesn't matter to me. The law is just written randomly. Like the law doesn't mean anything to me. If I can break the law for something and I can get away with it and I don't agree with the law, I do it. Like, I have no respect for the law if the law has no respect for me. And laws that don't respect me, I don't respect. I fought the law and the law won. Yeah, I've got some friends in jail. That's what happened to them, man. Without the creator's consent. Yeah, I think it's totally fine, man. Yeah, I think it's totally fine. Reason you can sit in your house safe and sound right now? Yeah, and I agree with that law. So I don't really think that's not the argument you think it is. Yeah, laws exist independently of morality. Obviously there's a connection, but it's not a one-to-one. Maybe I actually want to play out this way with justice system works. Well, that's something different, right? I'm not talking about that. You express your thoughts on Cosby Suite's photo? It's just really weird. Disappointing he's taking a stance. I didn't expect one for as rational as you. Part of democracy is following all laws agreed upon by society, even the ones you don't like. If we all just did what we want, we would have anarchy. I mean, to an extent, yeah. But I don't agree with, well, because, you know, you have to be a good little boy and do what you want. I think that logic right there is just what causes people to slowly have their rights taken away and their opportunities lessened. And the scope of what they can do in their life removed. I think that there are many cases where oppressive laws were disobeyed, and the disobedience of that oppressive law was a catalyst to having the law removed, and society was better because of it. Yeah, I completely disagree with that. So I find it more elevated to steal from corporations like private servers because they avoid paying taxes through loopholes, which you find you don't regard. Yeah, because it's subjective. Like everybody, so the reason why it's different is because they're using subjective data, where whenever I'm talking about it, I'm using like an objective set of measurement that's not subjective based off of the person. Generally, whenever you're making rules and those rules differ between person to person, they're bad rules. You see what I'm saying? Fight laws, fight laws, bad laws actively, I wouldn't agree. Straight up saying it's okay to break some laws if you don't agree with it. You don't find that at least a bit worrying? No, not at all. I think more people should think like this. Absolutely. Less people should have their morality dictated to them by a bunch of politicians who take bribes for a living. Laws can be wrong. You can't trust people though, they need laws. I didn't say you didn't need laws, I just said that laws that don't respect a person shouldn't be respected by a person. Obviously there's some subjective level to that, of course there is. But at the end of the day, that's what society has to decide. You see what I'm saying? What laws are not respecting you? For example, I think the law to not smoke weed is not respecting me, even though I don't smoke weed, because it dictates what I do with my own body. And I don't think the government should have control and autonomy over that. That does not respect me. Zero fishing? Fuck fishing, dude. Like, fishing is always boring. In, like, every game, it's fucking terrible. Animal Crossing, you're wrong? I don't know about that. Yeah, it's hard to say. Can we get your take on a PoE league? I don't know what it is. Anyway, I gotta go to bed. Good night, guys. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot more for me to say. A lot more to do tomorrow. Being under the influence of narcotics and drugs, we've had a lot more people. True. Then make all of it illegal or not, or not weed, right? Like I don't like. I'm not gonna look at a society that says alcohol's okay and weed's not. Like it's not a chance, bro. Not a chance. GG's, gentlemen. We had a good time. We had some fun. We got hit level 60. And tomorrow we're gonna grind the fuck out. Until next time, boys. Peace.